All right, so it says that we're live. So welcome back, everybody. It's August the 25th, 2024 at 7 p.m. If you're watching this back later, turn down your volume. If you're watching this back later, by all means, leave a comment, we'll respond to you. And everybody that's live with us, we'll catch as many comments as we can. We typically get enough people on here lately that we can't catch them all. It's just the way it is. And if you're new, let us know. Great group of people here. We always refer to them as our YouTube family, and they're very welcoming. Only a couple people in here bite your head off, and we'll put them in timeout. All right, so Christine, let's just go ahead and say thank you already.
Yes, thank you, Christine. You're always so generous.
I know, so generous. For the live stream started, just gifted out some memberships there. That was awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're going to have some really varied content for sure this week, next week, and this coming up month. We may wind up making a very big announcement. I think we'll probably surprise some members first, and then ultimately we'll spill the beans. We've been hiding something for a very long time, and we got to wait for some stuff to be 100% official before we go saying much more about it. So we try to give our members some sneak peeks and stuff like that. Like we always say, our main live streams are always going to be free. Our content's always free. Only reason we ever even started a membership side of things is because our viewers asked us to. So we appreciate everybody that's gifting them out and buying them on their own and all that stuff. So we just try to do little sneak peeks and other things. So Christine, so generous. Thank you so very much. And we'll try to give some more sneak peeks and other stuff out. So I see a few people talking about us having fiber internet. Yes, hopefully we don't have to play the can you see and hear us game. So even though we're outside on the porch, I just checked. I mean, we're quite a ways away from the routers and stuff, and I got a mesh system. We're still getting several hundred megs down, several hundred up, and the ping is amazing. Like the latency is awesome, like 10 to 15. So best internet we've ever had in our life, the best you can currently get right now. So live stream should go well. But now that I say that, we'll have some technical gremlin with the laptop or the camera to be something like that. And as I always do, I apologize for the lighting. We're actually got thunderstorms popping up everywhere on the radar. So we're getting clouds, then the sun's out, then it's getting dark, then the sun's out. So the lighting's going to be all out of whack here with the camera. I'll mess with it a little. So yes, Larry, we do have the fiber now, finally, and it is amazing to have.
And it's so funny. We've had it. We haven't even watched TV.
I was just about to say that. We've got fiber and had it for a week plus now.
Let's go inside and watch TV.
We haven't even turned the TV on, so I'm assuming we watch TV movies and stuff now, however we want. But we're not TV people at all. If anything, we just watch some YouTube and stuff on our phones or some Instagram, something like that. But we haven't even turned on the TV, and we've had fiber over a week. Like that's just not our thing. But now we can have company over and watch football games and not get the little buffer symbol and any of that other stuff. So it is what it is. And for all the people asking, we're still planning on keeping our cellular internet because I've had people ask to buy my equipment and everything else. Our life is on the internet. That's how we earn our living. So internet is everything. Fiber is going to go down. Ours is run from pole to pole. It's not underground. So all we got to get another hurricane or storm. Fiber is going to be broken. It's going to be down. Yep. We've got cellular for backup. So we're 100% keeping it. It's worth our while to have 2 internet services just because it's that critical to us earning an income. So we'll not be getting rid of my equipment. Sorry for all the people that's been asking me. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here.
Yes, it's football season. Everybody's talking about football.
And what a bummer. So I worked all day yesterday. We had some stuff going on. I had to meet somebody that bought my white truck. Boy, that didn't stay on the market long. And I'm working on a big project in the shop. So I did not get to watch the first football game yesterday. The FSU game is what I wanted to watch. And I'm glad I didn't because my buddy's hard Florida State, and he was giving me updates while I was out in the shop working. I need to get a TV out there, I guess. And sounds like it was a nail biter of a game, and they wound up losing right there at the end. So that's not a good way to start the season right there.
Yeah, you would have been upset for sure.
I'm sure some of y'all love that. So especially some of you Gator fans, but us FSU people, I don't get into sports big at all, but I've started watching a little more football the last few years, especially since we've had this outdoor entertaining area. The only way we can get our friends over during football season is to promise to put a football game on. And if it's on long enough and I start watching, I kind of start getting into it. So Andrew and Sankey wants to know what's for dinner, Tiffany.
Dinner is leftovers. I had to go out of town today. I actually had to cook for a birthday party. So I did a lot of cooking in the kitchen this morning. And
what you're saying is you're done cooking today.
Done cooking today, yes. I'm tired.
Sorry, no cooking tonight, y'all. Let me adjust this camera just a little, if I can. Golly, that thing's stiff. So, yep, none tonight. We've actually already done 8 supper. I prefer to eat early anyways. And don't forget, we're still on the carnivore diet, so our food is relatively boring to
Yeah,
be
we had
showing.
smoked chicken and shaved steak
Yes.
for dinner.
Yes. That shaved steak is awesome. Oh my goodness, I've been loving that shaved steak. Glenn says they're cracking crab and watching. That sounds
Yum.
good too. Chris, he says the Kelleys are building an addition on the house. Huh?
He's talking about
You're
that
taking a
being
guess.
a secret.
You're taking
yeah.
a wild guess. Maybe eventually, but nope, that is not the big secret. Whoa. Oh, hush. Hey. The dog's seen a vehicle go by through the trees on the highway, and the little one is just going nuts. Although he acts like he's blind and deaf when we're getting onto him or trying to call him, but all of a sudden he can see a rabbit 100 yards away, and he can hear a little paper wrapper in the house if he thinks it's food. There he is. But you go to getting onto him or talking to him, oh, he don't hear a word you say. So no, Chris, that is not it right now. We're not building an addition on the house. Maybe in the future. That is something I would like to do, to have an extra maybe office space / guest rooms if we ever started wanting to do some YouTube collaborations. Don't forget, we did set the house up for an addition, but because we paid out of pocket for the house,
you need your own office.
I do need my own office. I love upstairs
I have to be quiet. I can't vacuum or I can't.
The dishwasher banging and clanging dishes and the vacuum going, and I'm up there trying to edit, can't hear what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, me an office / guest room would be really nice to add on in the future.
Yeah,
Not right now.
We'll just stick you back there. Let you have the bedroom and the office.
I am perfectly fine with that. Don't threaten me with a good time. But nope, not building that right now. Mike says, I'm always teasing y'all. I'm just trying to gear y'all up for some stuff. Let's see what else we got. And I'll be honest with y'all. We've talked a lot about this now being our life and our business. The channel's just kind of gotten a little stagnant, to be perfectly honest with you. We feel like we should be further along than where we are with views and growth, and that's probably just because we're not offering nothing as new, fresh, or exciting. So we're already investing heavily in the channel, our business, with some equipment, content, and other things, but we're going to have major projects coming up and things like that we think will create some excitement. We are taking a big gamble this year and heavily investing in us, and that's a risk financially, but we're going to do it because we think it's going to get the views and attract the new viewership, and well, we need to freshen the content up. Otherwise we just need to go back to a normal 9-to-5 job. It's choose one, stay fresh, pay your bills,
right.
get the content, get the content out, get the views, or just do this as a hobby. And it's way beyond a hobby right now. So y'all are already seeing some heavy investments in us and the channel, and you're going to see even more. And we'll announce all that when the time's right. And we hope y'all are just as excited about all this stuff as we are. Boy, what you nudging me for? Got a dog down here nudging me. Well, we're probably going to pay fetch or something. Crystal says you're getting a new sewing room. Well, yeah, eventually she is, but no, that's not. We wouldn't hype that up with some big surprise.
We're still working on that.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Man, it just shot me all the way to the bottom. I see a ton of people talking about the fiber. Yeah, very exciting. I see a ton of people talking about the sewing room as well. But yeah, that's definitely not it. So, Mr. Jimmy, yep, let's just go ahead and talk about this too. Let's get this thing out there. So, we've already talked with our members about it. He says, question, you like your truck? What motor's in it? 2500. A lot of people seen in the last few videos. There is a new to me truck. All right. This is part of heavily investing in us too. So I had to sell my white truck, 23 years old now. By the way, I've had it over 12 years. I'm only the second ever owner. I got my money's worth out of that truck. AC started giving me some problems. Got an oil leak, which I think was rear main seal. By the way, I was very open and honest about all this in my description, and the person that bought it, heck, they may even be watching this channel. Just one thing after another. Plus, when I started doing some towing with it, especially the new trailer and excavator, forget about it. It wasn't happening. 58 mile an hour, honestly, max. It had to stay in third gear. Got a bug in my eye. Revved up. I couldn't get it to go in overdrive. It wouldn't hold. It's an old 4-speed truck that's just got 200-something thousand miles on it. I got my money's worth out of it.
Yeah, it's been a good truck.
And it needed a few $1,000s if I was going to get it back up to where I'm starting to do all this hauling and working. Like I got to have AC in Florida, and there's what, $1,000, $1,500 right there. So we made the decision to sell it and I bought a used truck. Everybody keeps thinking I went out and bought a new truck. Heck no. Have you priced them things?
Yeah, it's in good condition. It
It's in
looks new.
excellent condition, but it's almost 10 years old, has 100,000 miles on it. That's more in my price range right there. It was horrible timing, y'all. I'll admit that. I was planning on keeping the white truck till at least next year. I just got an excavator. It was not time to go off get the truck, but due to the issues I just told you, needing to put a few $1,000s in my white truck, which didn't make sense to do when I know it's not the truck that I'm planning on keeping, and the fact that it was not towing my loads. These loads are just too heavy. I went with a newer 2500 HD, same engine. It's got about 20% more power though. They upgraded over the years. Here's the big thing. The new truck's got the 6-speed transmission in it. That is a game changer. I've already been towing with it, 1 hour, 2 hour round trip over to mom and dad's down 4-lane roads I can run 70 on. The last truck, 58 was it. And it was just constantly in third gear and rev to the sky. This new truck, 60 mile an hour, no problem, holds it great, stays in 5th gear, a gear I've never had before. The transmission was a game changer. This truck is just night and day difference. Also got a digital brake controller in it. My last truck did not have that. I can set my trailer brakes. I can stop so quick and easy now. It's safer. That was pretty dangerous with the last truck, y'all, towing 13,000 pounds and not really being able to control my trailer brakes. All those reasons. So let's get it on out there, because I'm not really hiding it. I've shown it off some videos, but I'm not flaunting it or talking about it either, because we get the comments all the time. Oh, must be nice. Can't hide
And
money.
those comments just make you feel like you can't do anything without having those comments, and
I know.
feel like you got to justify yourself. And we shouldn't have to feel that way.
No.
We're like everybody else. If you work hard for what you have, then you get what you.
And I'm not joking when I tell y'all we've got a lot of traveling coming up. I'm traveling this week for some more work. I'm traveling next week for some more work, and the week after, and the week after. All part of, we're going to go get y'all some new, fresh, and different type of content. A lot of traveling in my future. The other truck was just not going to be able to make the trips, and I wasn't about to put a few $1,000s in it. So, yep, we got a about 10-year-old truck, 100,000 miles on it, and it is, oh, it's night and day better than my last truck. I love my last truck. It was so good to me, but it was just time to move on. So
It was.
yep. So now we got that out there. When y'all see the new black
Never
truck,
a good time.
it's never a good time, because I had no intentions of doing that right now, and it hurt.
They want to know what kind of truck it is.
It's a Chevy. I got a Chevy Silverado 2500 HD with the 6.0 gas, 6-speed transmission, and it's the LT model, although the previous owner loaded this thing to the gills. I mean, it's got 8-inch touchscreen backup camera. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can back up and see my trailer now. That is, I've never had that before.
The little things, right?
Yeah, the little things. The trailer brake controller and the backup camera that I can back right up, and the ball's perfectly where it needs to be. Oh, I am in heaven. Y'all, I actually hate leather. Didn't want leather. Didn't really. I wanted a work truck model with dog shift 4x4 and the floor and all. But when you look for old 2500s, let me tell you something. Majority of them are work trucks, and they're beat the heckin' back, and they look rough, or they're from up north and the frame's rusted out. It is a nightmare trying to find a good condition used 3/4 ton truck. So when this one come up, the miles weren't crazy high. Most of them are 150, 200,000 miles. This one had 99,900 miles on it. That's considered a new truck to me. And there is hardly a scratch on the truck, and you can't find really a dent on the outside. Now the bed's beat up. They use the bed, but the truck is immaculate for its age. I was like, sold. This is what we got to go with, because I got sick and tired of looking at all the other beat up trucks. So that's what it is. It's a gorgeous truck, nicest truck I've ever had in my life. Everybody wants me to get a Duramax. I was back and forth on diesel. Y'all, I can't justify diesel. I don't tow stuff for a true living every day. This truck pulls the trailer loaded plenty fast enough. It doesn't get up and go fast. It's not a diesel, but it's going to take care of all my needs. Plus, it's got a bulletproof, reliable engine that's been made forever in it. I already own that engine in my last truck. I'm comfortable working on them. I am not comfortable working on a diesel. I don't want all the emissions junk with a diesel. So, and they're a lot more expensive. So that's why I chose to go with what I did. All right, we got that out of the way, because everybody's been asking me about it. Oh my goodness, have they? So Jess says, now you got to upgrade your computer to send out 4K videos. So now that we have fiber, I'm going to venture back into that, because my cameras will record 4K. However, they heat up quicker doing it. They burn through the batteries quicker. They also do 2K, which I think is plenty good enough for us. My laptop, here's the nature of my business. You upgrade a computer about every 1 to 2 years in my line of work, because I use it for hours every single day, and it gets outdated quickly. I'm probably going to get a really nice desktop, keep this laptop for when I edit on the go, but I'm probably going to get me a really, really nice desktop, maybe around Black Friday or something for doing some heavy 2K, 4K editing. Now that I got fiber and I can upload a video literally in a couple minutes. Oh, that was so nice. I uploaded this morning's video in 60 seconds.
Awesome.
I have never in my life been able to do
great.
that. Before I could even get done typing a title description, it was like uploaded. I was like, oh, this is amazing. But yeah, we're probably eventually going to venture back into 2K, 4K now that it doesn't take hours to upload a video. It makes a little more sense to do it. All right. So Adam says for the starter of whoever says poo jar fund. Boy, Adam's got to talk about poo every week. So welcome anybody new on the night. Adam is older than me, but likes to talk about poop jokes, and it's become a weekly thing.
Misbehaving.
Hammer says belly flop Sunday. Buddy, I'm not set up for a belly flop day, but I did do one last weekend. Hopefully you caught that. I'm not dressed today, but I did dress for y'all last weekend and jumped in the pool. Speaking of, it actually felt great here this week. It's been the 80s. It feels kind of good right now.
Such a tease.
It is a tease. It's our
Today
first.
was hot.
Yeah, it's our first relief of the year. We've been in 90s and hundreds for months. So we decided to jump in the pool yesterday because I was hot and sweaty and worked all day. We didn't stay in the pool very long.
Yeah.
Having a few days just in the 80s, that pool dropped to where it
even took the fountain out.
Yeah, I quit running the fountain. So I'm not trying to cool the pool off anymore. I couldn't believe how just a few nights or a few days in the 80s dropped the temp of the pool. So we're probably not going to be using that much more before it's cool. But with that said, I'm so looking forward to it. I am so over summer. It is miserable hot. We got so many big projects and work planned. I need to get back into firewood. Summer. I am ready for it to cool off. Oh, I know a lot of you are. So I see Crystal says no more of those jokes, and then everybody's talking about them right behind her. We got a room full of adult kids, don't we? Oh, see, and it's gotten cloudy and camera's gotten dark. I'll be playing this back and forth. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Crystal says Denver's won every game so far. She's excited. I'm assuming you go for Denver. I honestly don't really watch any of it. I couldn't tell you. Anna says I'm a no. Well, yep. So you're heartbroken too then, huh? So Adam again. Oh, same exact thing again.
Did he duplicate it?
No, because it is spelled a little different. But okay. He's talking about his favorite subject again.
Trying to bring it up again.
Now that you have fiber, there's TV in the shop. Be a great idea. And I won't ever use it out there other than if I'm wrenching on a Saturday and maybe just want to watch a football game. Or where a TV in the shop.
We do have one, don't we? It's small.
I don't think we do anymore.
Did we get rid of it?
No, I think the last one we had is what we put in the bedroom, which has been turned on 4 times since we've owned the house. But the other reason I'd really like to have a shop or TV in the shop is when you're out there working on something. You can literally put the YouTube video on while you're wrenching on the truck and can watch it instead of having your phone right there as you're wrenching. Because I use YouTube for everything. That's how I've learned all my stuff. So if I need a repair on the truck or whatever, that would be nice having it going on the wall. Be able to pause it real quick, go wrench on something. So I would like it for that. Plus TVs are dirt cheap. I could have one up in the attic, but it's probably like a 32-inch TV.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Well, you know how it is. Black Friday, they just about give TVs away now. I remember years ago, like a plasma was $10,000 or $15,000 for a 50-inch TV. Now you get a 50-inch TV for like $180 on Black Friday. It's just crazy how cheap TVs are. Jamie says, I don't see the join button. It should be direct now. Depends on what you're on. I don't know if you're watching this on TV, I'm not so sure that's there. But if you're watching on mobile or tablet, right beneath the video, there's a bunch of different types of buttons. One of them should say join if you're talking about our membership stuff. But I'm really not sure that works on TV. Let's see what else we got going on here. So yeah, you got a new truck. Nope, I got an old used truck. But it's new to me. And y'all, I'm telling you, I drive around in it. I know we're talking about the truck again, and it feels new to me. This is the way I love that we live. We do this with our cell phones, by the way. A lot of people run out and get the new $1,500 or $2,000 cell phone. We buy 3-year-old cell phones, buy them outright. They're usually about $200 to $300. Mm-hmm. And when you upgrade every 3 to 5 years like we do, and you buy a 3-year-old phone, it's like a brand new phone to us. It's so
Right.
much faster, so much better. Everybody else is like, oh, that's outdated, but you can't miss what you never had. And I do that same thing with vehicles. I'll buy 10-year-old trucks, what I typically do, 10 to 15 years old. And because it's so much newer than what I just got rid of, it feels like a brand new truck to me. And I didn't have to go pay the $60,000 or $80,000 these things are
Or
running
more.
now, or more. Oh my goodness. So I like buying old vehicles if you could find one that's taken care of. I guess you always take some risk of there being problems, but you save so much money, you can fix some of them problems. Sharon says you have an office that's upstairs. That's exactly right, but it doesn't have walls or a door, so I hear everything.
Yeah, he hears everything.
I hear everything. Vacuum cleaners, all that other stuff. Turn this camera up some more. Christian said I had Pizza Hut buffet. Boy,
We were just talking about that.
we were. I used to tear those things up. Remember back in the day, they used to be $5.49. All you can eat buffet, salad
Yeah.
bar, pizza,
Crazy.
everything.
What is the buffet there now?
Yeah, ain't no
Tell
telling.
us what it is.
She said made M&M cookies and has football. Life couldn't be any better. That does sound like just one of them awesome days right there. Although we can't eat none of that right now. Oh yeah, we were just joking about the Pizza Hut buffet night before last, and I can remember the funniest thing back in the day. Everybody go get their little bit of stuff, and everybody be sitting at the edge of the booth with their plate, waiting for what pizza is that? Some dessert pizza. Oh, what pizza is that? Supreme. Then everybody runs up there, pizza hits, and it's just gone. Like everybody's waiting. Yeah, the barbecue, boy. Everybody go tear that thing up too. Oh, I used to eat like a king for $5.49. Them days are gone. So put another loft in your shop. I had actually talked about that. I think I'm going to skip doing that, and just do some really, really nice heavy wire racks on the back wall. I have discovered since Dad's been buying them, Lowe's has some extremely nice metal racks for a very good price. And I think that's going to be one of my wintertime projects. Clear that shop out even more. By the way, I just did a lot of that. And then we're going to build a storage solution out under the barn where I can stack tractor attachments. And I want to get organized because it's just too disorganized in there for me, and it drives me nuts. I want to better go in there and focus on work, and I need to get stuff off the floor. I should have did some nice racks. Got another gnat in my eye.
Uh-oh.
And they make me swell up. I'm allergic to these things.
She said the buffet is $12.89.
I thought it'd be more than that.
Including soda.
Does that include the salad bar too? Because I guess that really ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's the buffet.
Yeah, well, I mean, who knows? They may tack that on now.
Yeah,
back in the day, they
together.
didn't. So Kimberly says, my mom went to the hospital Friday. Gonna stay on for about 20, 25 minutes. Thought I'd pop in and say hi. Well, good to see you again, Kimberly from New Zealand. I remember that. And so sorry to hear about your mom. Well. Yeah, we absolutely hope she does. Yeah, we haven't seen you in a little while. So good to see you again. Still want to come visit your country on my bucket list. Glenn says, anytime I ever say can't hide money, it's a compliment. Well, for some people it is. Some people it's just straight up, what's the word I'm looking for? Jealousy, which is just such a weird thing.
Yeah, we know that you don't mean it like that.
Be happy for people. I'm happy for anybody. I've got plenty of friends in this industry that makes just multiple times what I do, and other people I know that have jobs and careers and just makes crazy amounts of money. And by the way, the older you get, you realize life isn't about the money. It's about your health, your ability, your loved ones, people like y'all. That's what it's ultimately about. And you figure that out growing up. But I'm so happy for people that are successful. I want y'all to be successful. I want everybody to be successful. Why would I want to be bitter about somebody else being successful? Right. Because all that's actually going to do is bring me down and make me less successful. When you're a bitter person and focused on the negativity, you're stealing from yourself, your loved ones. You're not focused on something positive and creative and bettering yourself. And it took me a long time in life to figure that out. We've all had our moments, and especially many years ago, oh man, I used to chase that almighty dollar, and that's all it was about, especially when I got out of the mill, working 800 hours a year overtime and making what's a really big, nice paycheck around here. And that's what bought the property and paid for all this stuff. And then after you miss enough Christmases and Thanksgivings and you're working at 4 a.m. and you're working another 16-hour shift and you work 7 days straight or sometimes 14 days straight because you work your day off, and you get the biggest paycheck you've ever seen, and you start realizing I feel like a dead man and this isn't worth it. I just missed another holiday. Boy, that starts slapping you in the face. It's really good at first. It helps you get out of debt and everything else. Then you start realizing this dollar isn't all I thought that it was. and you start adjusting life. That's just all part of getting older. And it took me until about, I'd say 30, 32, mid 30s. And I started really putting all that together, and we changed things dramatically. We absolutely did.
Yeah.
For sure. Like no more new vehicles, used vehicles, 3-year-old phones. All that stuff really, really, really helps. Ben says, all that matters is you're happy with it. I'm definitely happy for it. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Just don't start pole dancing for content. But Mr. Mike, there is really, really good money in that.
Really good money in it.
I figure y'all pay me really good money not to see it. Either way, I can make money pole dancing. So, hey, a guy's got to do what he's got to do. I mean, I guess I could have sold some feet pics and got a Duramax, but I just ain't got time for feet pics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your feet pics. Oh my gosh.
Boot feet pics. Sadly, in today's world, there's somebody out there that would want that. Yeah. No offense if y'all are feet people. Okay. Yeah, everybody's still talking about belly flop. Sorry, y'all ain't having in the night. I got too much stuff in my pockets and the wrong type of clothes on. Maybe next weekend if it doesn't cool off, and I don't think it's going to, because I would love to have that so much. And then of course there's Adam, belly flop. Thanks, Adam, but no,
not tonight.
Not tonight. I did it last week. We can't do it. We can't do it every week. Larry says I still don't have my AC fixed. Mr. Larry, hasn't that been like 2-3 months? We're gonna have to start doing the weekly Larry AC update. Well, you're almost in the winter, so I guess you just wait till next spring at this point. Ooh, I hate that. Lance, did I ever get the new solar array up and running? No, but next week is this week. I got to get my schedule straight. Oh boy.
What are we talking about?
The new solar array. It's about to be
a couple weeks down on the list.
No, I'm gonna have to start this week.
Really?
Yeah. When am I gonna have to start that? I guess I'm gonna start that Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so let's think of this all through together. This is gonna be Andrew's weekly. What are we working on? Because things are gonna be crazy the next couple of weeks, y'all. Yeah. We've got the holiday weekend next weekend, which we always celebrate with friends and family. That eats up a couple of recording days. I'm going to go help a friend this week and make some content, by the way. Again, more of that traveling. And then I'm going to do something I haven't done in probably 18 years, y'all. I'm going to take a few days off for myself here coming up over the next few weeks. And me and one of my best friends, my best high school buddy, everything, we're going to spend a few days together just catching up and doing some fun stuff, which means I'm not going to record for a few days. I literally haven't did nothing like this in 18 years. So content's going to be varied, mixed. It's probably going to be lacking in the next couple of weeks with the holidays and all this stuff we got going on. But it is what it is. After 18 years, it's finally time that I take at least a couple days and go do something with an old friend. We've been talking about doing this for years. It needs to happen. Yeah. So that'll be all over the next 3 to 4 weeks. Now, this week, varied content. I will start on that solar because I actually have to. That's going to be the solar on the barn. I was just thinking
about the other project you were still doing.
No, that one's a few weeks out. The big solar. Oh, okay. So the barn, the chop shop.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
They turn the camera up. Chop shop this week is getting additional solar, more electrical, fans, all that good stuff. I'm excited about that project. I think I have everything in stock now to do that. I was waiting on some brackets and stuff to show up for the panels. So you'll be getting that video end of the week, maybe probably first of next week. The big solar array, that's going to be 2 to 3 weeks out.
That's the one I thought we were talking about.
No, that's a huge project. Yeah. But I'm really excited about that one as well. I want to get more of this stuff off of our electric bill, and another 4,000 watt solar array is absolutely going to allow that to happen. So we're about to add 5,000 watts of additional solar here to the property. And then I'm going to put a little solar setup for the deer blind. It'll be a fun one because we're going to have little power out there. AC, heat, all that stuff. Yep, I'm spoiled. I'm going to spoil myself out there this year, that's for sure. So you could probably build a wood heated boiler system where you can heat the pool for winter use. Actually, I've kicked that idea around for a couple of years when I knew I was going to get a pool, but I've got something else in mind that we will be doing. However, it's much further down on the project list. That's not a necessity right now. No. I can't work that in right now, especially with some other stuff that we got coming. My list.
And we have a hot tub, so.
We do have a hot tub in Florida, of all places.
And I mean, we don't get to use it a ton, but.
No, We literally got to wait for those rare 20 and 30 degree nights. And then we try to slip in on 40 degree nights. And usually you run out pretty soon because you're like, oh, I'm hot. I'm burning up in this thing. But we did buy an old cheap blow up one because it's Florida. So we can take it up when we won't put it back out. And it's probably going to be another month or 2 months before we even pull that thing out.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ryan says their pool was chilly today. Kids stayed in about 30 minutes. If the kids are out in 30 minutes, yeah, it was cold because typically kids don't feel
Right.
nothing whenever it comes to cold water. 86 and sunny in SoCal, says Miss Lee, sure beats 110. We feel you. That's kind of how it's been here, mid 80s. It's been awesome. Although today was a little warm. The last 2 days were awesome. We even decided last minute to go ride around last night on our side by side. We rode around like 2-3 hours. Oh, probably longer than that. It felt so
yeah, it felt really good.
We just kept talking about it, excited, smiling, singing music. We're like, it's our first taste of fall, kind of. It wasn't that cool, but it
and
felt
then today just brought it back to reality.
Yeah, and it's going to be even hotter all this week. Hammer says, Andrew, I'm older than dirt. That's pretty old. That's pretty old, Hammer. But I'm glad you're still kicking if you're that old. All right. Adam says, I didn't even read it right. Adam, because I was kind of dancing around your poo
he
stuff.
was trying to purposely not.
Yeah, I was trying to purposely not. Thank you again, Adam. Yep. Sharon says going to be 90 plus here this week. Goes from one extreme to the other. That's life, isn't it? So, Andrew, is YouTube pushing farming channels more than your channel? It seems like lesser, smaller channels are being promoted more. Yeah, and we've talked about this a lot, and I think I know why our channel is not bigger than it is. More importantly, it's not really about the number of subscribers you have. It's about how many views per video. And we're on the low end. We really are. And I really know why. It's because I do such a wide variety of content. Whereas the channels that are smaller than us, for example, but get tens of thousands of views for every single video they put out, they typically focus on one thing.
Yeah, they're consistent with their same,
So here's the problem. For example, we blew up years ago because of a DIY ice maker. Y'all know I love doing DIY projects, but there's only so many ice maker videos you can make. And then once you start putting out firewood or tractor content or something else, somebody that's there specifically for that project, after a few of those videos and they're not seeing what they want to see, they'll just unsubscribe or not watch your channel anymore. And the algorithm says, well, you're not watching the content. We're not going to suggest it to you no more. So where I have really messed us up over the years is not trying to pick a small genre to focus on, but that's kind of never what I wanted the channel to be about. I kind of lose interest. I don't think it'd be as enjoyable to me. The channel's kind of always been, here's our daily life. Here's what the heck we got going on. It's going to be this one day or a fun project another day.
And that's why we do have the other channels to, do the other content on them. But yeah, this one is kind of all over the place.
It is. And I think the other thing that doesn't make us as successful as the other homesteading type channels, which I try not to put us in that genre too much because we do more than that, is not as much couple content. People really love watching couples content. And now that you're home, we really got to get Tiffany on more. And it's not like she just sits around all day. She's doing so much stuff behind the scenes. She's doing all my Facebook stuff, responding to a lot of the comments, going through emails, helping free me up to go do more content. She's doing
taking care of the yard.
Taking care of the yard, taking care of the animals, running errands that I otherwise would have to go run and stop making content.
But yeah, I need to be more present. And it's just that some of the content he's done with the equipment and everything, it's kind of
it's not couples content.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to incorporate me in that. So we think we have some ideas of ways that that's going to change.
We do have some ideas. It's time to, like I said, it's time to invest in the channel heavily. We've already been doing it. We're going to be doing it some more. We think we've got fun couple projects coming and fun projects that's is our daily life, but is more of the DIY type stuff that I think people's always loved us for. So we're going to focus heavily on that coming up. It'll all make sense in about 6 or 7 months when we tell you about it. I'm kidding. It won't be that far. Oh, yeah. Danny says having the ability to have the radar on while in the shop would be useful too. But that's exactly where old man me would have it. Just Weather Channel or something going on up there. Looking over there a few minutes. See.
Because he gets caught off guard quite a bit out there.
Well, you just go roll the door down, but then you've got stuff pulled out of where they don't need to get wet.
Everything up, yeah.
Still have a Panasonic plasma working in the bedroom. You are the only person I've heard of in the last 15 years that still has a plasma TV. That's awesome, though, because I bet you paid a pile of money for that thing. Let's see what else we got. I might scroll on down, catch a few more. Uh-oh. It just shot me all over the place. I don't know where I was at, honestly, y'all. Let's just start catching some more stuff here. How's the diesel Grasshopper holding up? Asked Corey. Wonderful. Fantastic. I mean, there's no reason for any issues with that mower. It's so well built, so new. Actually, I was talking with a rep a while back, a few weeks ago, and he told me they've got a model that's still running actually in Florida. For a landscaper owns one of those. It's got that similar engine in it, but it's the older model with 14,000 hours on it, and he's still cutting grass every day with it. And they said they know a pile of people that's got 6, 8, 10,000 hours on these, and that's quite common. I was like, huh, here I am with 50 hours on mine. Like, it's absolutely nothing on that thing. It's still brand new and it's holding up perfect. I mean, zero issues, just what I would expect on that well built of a mower. But ask Tiffany, she uses it way more than me. That's definitely her mower. And by the way, I'm gonna try to do a video this week on it. I've had a ton of people surprisingly reach out and ask me why I'm not running mulching blades, or the Grasshopper makes a specific mulching kit for it with bolt-in baffles and all. I did get one of those in. I'm excited to try it because it blocks the chutes off, doesn't blow nothing in your pool. You can run upside the house on either side, and it cuts your clippings up finer and dumps them to the ground, kind of like a rear discharge, but not quite the same. I think that may be the answer to us blowing dust up around the porch and in the pool with a side discharge. So I've got high hopes this is going to work, but I've had so many people ask about it. I was like, well, heck, let's make a video one. So that's going to be fun if I can work it in my crazy busy schedule this week, but I am planning on doing that. Adam says, I'm just the misfit cousin in the family. That sounds about right. Or the crazy uncle. We'll just call you the crazy uncle.
Yeah.
Miss Lee says, Tiffany pole dancing. We haven't got there yet.
No.
We don't need money that bad yet. But I'm just, well, we'll at least start you out with feet pics.
Oh my God.
We ain't going to that kind of crazy stuff. And speaking of that, y'all, we don't hardly ever talk about it, but people ask us, hey, why is other channels doing better? Do you not see all the crap that a lot of other channels do as well, with all the seductive stuff and all? We have never been into that. We've never been into
I'm not going to get in some shorty Daisy Dukes and be posing like I'm, the pose you saw the other day with me holding the chainsaw is about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, I despise when I see other channels do that kind of stuff to sell their content, and that's how a lot of other channels get big. Not all now, some just make really good content. That or clickbait the heck out of you. I've never got into the clickbait, and when I even remotely get catchy in a title, which by the way, whatever is in my title is going to be in the video, but when I even remotely get catchy, our videos always do so much better because it intrigues people. But I try to walk,
and we've done some experimenting with it.
We have, and I try to be careful with that because I want to be open and honest, and we want to be a good, clean channel. Genuine. With kids and all. Don't get me wrong, when the camera's off, we cut up and we do everything else, and we probably should put more of that in there. Huge cut up and all, but we keep things honest, clean, straightforward, and sadly, that doesn't sell very well.
Don't.
But who knows? Maybe we should just start a new channel.
And we don't have much drama. I mean, some people sell the drama of, oh, this happened or oh, that happened.
Well, some people make up drama too, boy. Oh man, I watch some of these channels, and when the drama,
I just can't really watch.
I can't either.
People.
When the drama comes out, I'm just like, unsubscribe. I can't do it. But that's just me. I've always been that way. But we could start a new channel. We could call it the Clickbait Kelleys, and just go ahead and be open and honest. All you're getting is clickbait and this, that, and the other, and watch it just blow past this one.
It could be an experimental channel.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
And we're very thankful for where we are right now, and
we are.
We're not done. We're not trying to, push something that shouldn't, happen right now. It's just that we want to make sure that we are constantly trying to work towards doing better.
We got to. This is a business. A lot of people just don't see it. They see this as a hobby. No, we went way past hobby. It's 100% business, and we've got to take it very serious. But we've also got to be good, clean, honest, and do the right thing too. I'm just not all about selling my soul to make a buck, if you know what I mean. It's just kind of the way it is. What was the one I was going to read here? Have we used our new pool table other than eating on it? Oh, you're about right. I think I've shot pool on it about 4 times.
Yeah.
I forget.
Well, we had company over 4th of July and they used the ping pong, so it did get used a little bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely not using it as much as I thought. Y'all, honestly, I guess we live a pretty boring life. We're always outside. That's where we want to be. In the afternoons, we're sitting on the porch. We're playing with the dogs. Here in just another few weeks, we'll be sitting by a fire every single afternoon. That's our entertainment. I really don't like being inside. I really don't. That's why we should.
It'll be there if we have company over and we get rained out and we have to go inside. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's there. We got it there for a reason. Your video of the Masterbuilt 800 convinced me to buy one. Bought the mods first, looking at it on sale somewhere. Appreciate you.
Awesome.
Enjoy
Hope
it.
you find one.
Yep. Still using the heck out of mine. It's a super easy grill to work.
Oh, did he say you already got one?
It's just looking out for it on sale somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
And this is the time of year to look for them because
we got ours at Costco.
Yeah, Costco on sale, and you don't look online. You literally got to walk into Lowe's, literally walk into Costco, walk into Home Depot, because they'll just put a manager markdown sticker on it. There's the price. That doesn't make it to the website. So make sure you swing in those stores as often as you can. I think Academy or nobody. Academy may actually sell them too. But this is the time of year managers dump them because it's the end of grilling season. Julie says, I visited the friend last month, have not seen since 1976.
Oh.
My goodness, I bet y'all had a lot of catching up to do. Mike says, I sold my 2017 Duramax, didn't use it enough. Could have sold it to me, Mike. I'm sure it would have been far more than I was willing to pay. Those Duramaxes ain't cheap. I would love to have one, but just not in the cards for me right now. Are we going to the Sunflower Festival? Never been, never actually heard of it, honestly. Oh, speaking of things we are going to, October, I think it was October 14th, 15th, 16th.
Or was it 17th?
I don't know. We'll announce it closer to it. We are going to go back to Moultrie, Georgia, to the Sunbelt Ag Expo. We're going to go on the first day, whatever day that is. So if y'all want to meet up, we'll probably just go sit at a couple different booths like we did last year. Some of our channel sponsors get booths there, so it's easy to go just do meet and greets at the actual booth instead of walking around trying to bump into somebody. So if you do want to come out and meet us and you're anywhere near South Georgia, that's a huge ag expo. You should go to it anyways. It's got everything. If you're into any kind of tractors, equipment, anything homesteading related, farming wise, oh man, it's got everything. And it's huge. It's such a cool place.
And it's local.
And it's somewhat local to us. I know
we don't really travel. So,
yeah, we get offers all the time, y'all. People want us to come up to, the big farm show in Kentucky. I always get asked to come to like Boonesville, New York, up to the there's actually a couple of New York woodsman shows and all. I would love to go up to them, but I hate flying with a passion, and I stay so busy it actually stresses me out to leave here and know I'm not making content. Like, I'm always a little stressed out that I'm going to take a couple of days to go visit a friend, and that's sad. I need to go do things like that. So yeah, I'm not real big into the traveling off because I like to make content and I like to work. Let's see.
These love bugs.
Sharon says, that's great. You're taking time for yourself. Is Tiffany going to do a girls' weekend? Tiffany, I
already did one.
Yeah, one. She does several a year. How many times you done went to the beach this year?
Well, that doesn't mean it's a girls' trip.
You literally just went on vacation. When you go to the beach, rent a hotel and stay.
That was once.
I thought
I stayed with family.
Oh, same thing. Same thing. Yeah, she went to Siesta Key for a few days. Y'all rented a nice place. She goes to usually St. Augustine or Jacksonville Beach multiple times a year. Yeah, she stay with family.
Yeah,
she definitely gets her trips in.
Count.
But no.
Yeah, I went on one.
Yeah, I mean, it's this late in the year.
It's his turn.
Yeah, she's probably not doing much else.
I had to push him and convince him to do it.
I should admit, I'm staying. We're going to be doing something relatively local. It's not like I'm going across the country or anything. We're just going to do something together for a couple of days, catch up. Hey, how you been? Be forced to relax. No cameras. Can't do no editing. Can't do no recording. I need something to just force me to take a couple of days off and then get back to work. All right. Lois says, I'm late to this party. Am I too late to ask about your new gift of fiber? We have talked about it. Well, we will talk about it again for you, Lois. Are you happy with it? Great results. I am. It is awesome. You just can't ask for any better. The only thing I'm curious and nervous about is all the storms we get. how often it's going to go down since it's run from pole to pole, because we got more trees in this state than anybody does, it seems like. So I'm expecting a lot of fiber line breakages every time we get a storm. But that's why we're keeping our cellular internet as a backup. So we keep putting out content, keep doing live streams, all that good stuff. But yeah, what's not to love? It's cheaper than Starlink and way faster and hardly no latency.
We just have to try it out on the TV. We haven't tried it out yet.
I care less about watching TV. Man, there is love bugs showing up.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Oh, you Florida or Southern people will know exactly what I'm talking about. Every time we see them, we cringe. We haven't had many of them this year. It's been shocking. So Sharon says, I've reconnected with my best friend from high school. We're having so much fun. We go on day trips about every other month. That's awesome. That's the way it should be. It's crazy how when you get out of high school, how you just lose connection with people that you're so close to every day. Now, this friend that I'm going to do something with, he lives about an hour away. We talk often, but we hardly ever have time to see each other. He's got a full-time farm, takes care of his kids. I do YouTube pretty much full time, and we just don't ever make the time to do anything together, even though we're only an hour apart. So we've talked about doing.
You both need a break.
We do.
Because he works really hard.
He works 7 days a week. Yeah. He works his butt off, running a couple properties, a cattle operation, a chicken farm, taking care of family, taking care of 2 young girls. Like, his plate is so full. Oh my goodness. He just needs to take a couple of days off and relax as well. We used to do this years ago. Then it just kind of stopped. You know how life gets busy and you just don't ever take time for yourself. I'm reading. Lois says, I like this variety. You're producing great content. Thank you. Your home build is still my favorite. I'm glad you enjoy it. Really glad you enjoy it. Crystal, don't forget Amazon. Oh, you got her talking about the Amazon. Speaking of, thank y'all for bringing it up. Y'all, this is the last week. I never ask, but if you're going to get anything off Amazon, please use our link. I'm going to post it, and it's in the description. Doesn't cost you a dime extra. We may or may not hit a bonus this month, which would be the first time in a while, and it's such a blessing when we do. It's going to be close. So if you're doing anything this week, we appreciate you so much. It's an awesome way to support the channel and what we do without it costing you a dime extra. So use that link I just popped up, bookmark it, save it. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for bringing it up. We don't ever bring it up until you do. So thank you, Mr. Mike, for mentioning that right there. Let's see. When are you coming back to Vegas, says Miss Lee. Miss Lee, I hate to break your heart. Never. Been
there, done that.
Yep, been there, done that. Tourist trap, no doubt about that. Don't really gamble. Don't care about gambling. Biggest thing is I'm just burnt out on flying. I've only flown a couple times, and the experience flying back from Vegas is horrible. I'm sure y'all have all had way worse experiences, but flying in airports, I cannot stand them, and I don't personally like big crowds and things like that. I just never have. So sorry to break your heart. It's too far to drive.
Go back.
No plans. Just like the Keys. I may go to an upper Key, but I'm in the Key West. Done been there, done that. Tourist trap, done seen it. I'm moving on to something else. Kind of feel that way about Vegas as well. Andrew is a workaholic, says Connie. I am. I'm addicted to work. I really am.
It is.
Yep. So somebody says Zoe's on. Good evening, Zoe.
Like, play with me.
Yeah. Is that the one Daniel Arms is going to? Ask Crystal. I don't think Daniel's ever been to the Moultrie show. Typically, he goes to the big one in Kentucky, I do believe. The big farm expo, the National Farm and Machinery Show or something like that. And sadly, it's the same week as the Moultrie Ag Expo. So you can't go to both. I had that problem last year, which, Kentucky's a long ways off. I think I'm going to go to Moultrie, which is an hour and a half away from us. That's a better one for me. Let's see what else we got going on here. When you want to take off, split your longer content into parts. We would be happy to watch it. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could do something like that, Danny, but I try to be careful doing that as well, because some people, this is so weird. Some people would rather watch shorter content, and some people want it. They don't care if it takes you a year to make it. They want a 3-hour-long video. There's a channel I watch, Andrew Camerata. Love his channel. He literally will take a year to make a single video. It might be 3.5 hours long. And you'll see the seasons change in the video and everything else, and people absolutely love it. But then there's some people that just cringe at the thought of a 3-hour-long video. I can't sit down and watch a 3-hour long video, but what I'll do is maybe if I lay down at night, I'll watch 15, 20 minutes of it one night, 15, 20 minutes the next night, and eventually I'll get caught up on it or move on to another one of his videos. But some people have plenty of time to sit down and watch it and love it. And I read his comments all the time, and there's constantly people saying, I appreciate the fact that he doesn't break his videos up into small parts. So I do a lot of comment reading on YouTube. And basically, it's like the stock reports for me. You know, the channel is the stock, and I go read the comments to kind of see what people are thinking.
honest.
Yeah, people are very honest. Boy, have we been noticing. Been getting real honest here lately on YouTube. Typically, we've always had
Yeah.
problems on Facebook, but for some reason here lately,
They're carrying over from
yeah, they
Facebook
must
to
be. We're
YouTube.
getting some
Yeah.
really, really honest people, which is
Yeah.
fine. But I mean, some people want to get straight up rude, and it's like, block, see you, don't have time for all that. Save the drama for your mama. You know, we ain't got time for all that stuff right there. Danny says, I work for a company that installs fiber. Squirrels like fiber. That is horrible to hear because
Really?
Florida has a ton of squirrels.
Oh,
So hopefully we don't have that kind of a problem.
crazy.
So I see Outdoors with Eric jumped on. What's going on, Eric? Good to see you. Been a while. And let's see here. Tiffany needs to plan a few days doing some girlfriend stuff. She does every year. I promise y'all.
Yeah, I'll plan something.
Yep. Tiffany gets out way more than I do. Again, I haven't really done a trip in like 18 years. I think that's been about right. So we should make a Kelly's Country Life calendar. Andrew stranded on the roof. Tiffany posing with the tools. Ruger in the pool. I have a feeling that calendar would not sell very
That would
well.
be hilarious.
Do people even use calendars anymore now that we got these
phone
device things? Let's see here. So Miss Lee says placed orders this weekend. Use the link. Oh, our Amazon thing. Thank you
Miss
so much. Did you sell it yet? Oh, you just jumped on the truck? Yeah, literally. I guess I did not ask enough for the truck half pint because I posted it, got my first interested party in about 10 minutes after posting it. I was like, my goodness, that's kind of fast. And then about 3 minutes later, no, I had 10 people reach out the first couple hours, and only like really one person tried to lowball me. Nobody else even asked for me to drop my price, which is highly unusual. And somebody come over that afternoon and put a deposit on it, then bought it the next day. So I was like, and they didn't even try to get it any cheaper. I was like, yeah, I didn't ask enough. I didn't ask enough.
Well, we asked what we thought was fair.
I thought I asked a very fair.
Yeah.
I asked the top end of the Kelley Blue Book, and again, it had known issues, which I even put in the description, and then talked with the person who want to buy it about the entire history. And it was a great truck. Don't get me wrong; it's ready to drive and run, but you needed some money. Rear main shield, needed an AC. There's a couple $1,000 right there, easy, maybe more than that. So I thought I was asking on the high end, expect somebody to come lowball me like always happens on Facebook Marketplace and the internet. Oh no, they come and paid full price, and I was like, "Yep, that lets me."
Half pint must have seen the ad.
Oh yeah,
he said that was
he reposted it. For
really?
Me. Yeah, he reposted. I appreciate you doing that. But yeah, somebody local doesn't live far away. I was like, "Yep." They drove up another 2500 with a 6.0 in it, and an even older one. He's like, "I like these engines, like these trucks." Test drove it, and all he kept saying was, this truck is in great shape. Y'all would not find a better taken care of 23-year-old truck. No major dents, no major scratches. Interior,
and I
excellent.
Had it shined up. Shiny.
Yes, you cleaned it up well for me. I baby my stuff, and I mean that truck. He just kept walking around going, "This truck is in really good shape." I'm like, "Yeah, I baby my stuff." Even though it's got a couple of things that need some money, the truck's ready to drive. So I don't know if he's going to put anything in it. Actually, he turned the AC on. He's like, AC kind of blows fine to me. I was like, I was being honest in the description. It blows cool, not cold. And when it's 95 degrees and I just got done working and I got to travel somewhere, I need cold AC, not coolish. Like that ain't working for me. That ain't working at all. Let's see what else we got going on here. I broke down and got a palm drum on Amazon, says Crystal. What the heck? What's a palm drum? You mean a palm drum sander or a palm sander? Maybe that's what it is. Otherwise, I ain't got a clue. Palm sander's cool though, if that's what you got. Okay. I said I'm slipping. I'm reading somebody that said it slipped. I am. I hate flying commercials. I don't know what the heck y'all are talking about.
He's talking about flying, and that's why he has his pilot license.
Oh, I hate flying
Yeah.
commercial. I thought he said commercials. I was like,
is there any way to make the font bigger?
no,
'Cause
actually,
I
there's
see that
not.
you're kind of like,
And I mean, I got really good eyesight, but yeah, I wish we could make the font bigger. I do have
well,
to
it's
do
getting
that.
dark out here. Maybe that's it.
It's all right. But yeah, I hate flying commercial too. And we don't have that, or we're not going to spend that first class money either. Never flew first class, ain't about to. I don't want to get used to that expensive mess.
Yeah.
But you do watch them skipping line ahead of you, loading first. They all give you that.
Still aggravating.
They all give you that look when you walk by them.
Oh,
when you're going back there by the toilets, because we always get the back cheap seats. But yeah, you got your pilot's license. That's pretty awesome, Mr. Larry. We definitely, I got mine too. My drone pilot's license, but it just can't fly me around.
Yeah.
So Connie says, no matter what you do with the content, you can't please everyone. That's exactly right. But what you should do is try to please more people than less. That makes your channel grow. And that's something I guess we're going to have to work on there. I'm ready. Bear with me. There has to be a squirrel season down there, says Todd. Yeah, it's typically like September through March. However, I heard this past year, it may already be in now, they were going to move it to year round. I personally don't harvest squirrels year round when it's super hot, or it's spring when they got babies. But yeah, technically, I think I can harvest them now. I need to check up on that. That should have went active this season. And I know some people are like, ew, y'all eat squirrels.
And Ruger wants to go squirrel hunting
Ruger
so bad.
Obsessed with squirrels.
Yes.
He's finally figured out what squirrels are.
We
He's
love
obsessed.
eating squirrels. Yeah.
Oh, we don't
Oh,
love
that could be
them.
on. Well, oh wait, I don't know. The way we like to eat it, we'd have to definitely.
Oh, it ain't gonna work on carnivore.
I know.
I like to make Brunswick stew out of.
Yeah.
That's how she likes it as well. Yeah.
We made squirrel hot wings. We did. Like, I guess you could call it like pulled squirrel barbecue sandwiches.
Yeah, and it actually tasted like pulled pork the way I cooked it.
I can't remember. Squirrel dumplings.
I keep waiting for the subscriber count on this live stream to start dropping. People are like,
yeah.
These people are crazy. We gone. Welcome to the South. We just about anything, except no possums, no armadillos. I ain't doing that mess.
We're gonna survive if the grocery store closes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharon says, I'm lost without a calendar. And then Connie says, no paper calendar, all tech. Yep, that's kind of how I figured out everybody was that. Let's see here. All right, Robert, I'll see that. That's awesome. I'm glad they got back to you. And then Larry, thank you so very much. Just gifted out 10 memberships. Like I always say, those of y'all that just randomly got a membership, you got it, whether you wanted it or not. Yeah, welcome to the club, at least for a month. And you'll see a few little sneak peeks and things pop up over the next month.
Squirrel pot pie. Oh,
no, I'm not a pot pie guy at all. And then that doesn't really sound appetizing with squirrel either. But I do not like pot pies. I've never been into that.
But that's one way to do it, I guess. And
I don't like soups. Like, there's a few things that people love that I'm like, I ain't big on shepherd's pie, like stuff like that. Just I'm more of a meat and potato guy. All right, let's see. There was another one I was going to catch here.
Hi, Ruger. Hi, Ruger.
Miss Lee says we need to put an air tag on Hammer to keep track of him. With as much traveling as he does in a boat, that would be kind of cool to watch him up and down the coast. Now he's in Alaska. Now he's over here. Now he's over there. Because he is always burning up the seas.
Quit biting.
So Carl says, I'm trying everything I can to keep mosquitoes away in South Florida. I'm now trying burning coffee grounds, but it's not working either. What do you guys do? We get bit. That's what we do.
Yeah, we spray down with essential oil mosquito spray.
And that helps.
I can show you a few of the ones that we use.
Yeah, we try to stay away from the DEET stuff and the chemicals. So Thermacells, although I don't like breathing Thermacells work awesome. They make lantern ones, the regular hunting ones. Burn those. Yep, you got to constantly buy the gas and pads. Those 100% work. Put a couple on your porch. If you want stuff on your body, we use.
I don't even know. I got that at Costco. Yeah. And I haven't seen it anymore.
This is an essential oil one from Costco.
That one works pretty good.
Yep, but this is probably my favorite, and I buy this by the case, 12 at a time off of Amazon. It's Repel, but this is DEET free. It's lemon and eucalyptus, so it's just essential oils, and it smells wonderful. I put it all over us, and it really does keep you from getting bit. The problem with this kind of stuff right here is you got to reapply it like
every 20 minutes.
Yeah, about every 20 minutes.
Yeah,
because it just
it dissolves into your body within 20
minutes. That doesn't sound good. It dissolves into you, but I guess you probably do absorb it. But I've never seen any ill effects. Now, some people can have skin reactions and rashes.
Yeah.
essential oils. Sometimes it's peppermint and other things like that. So try it.
We planted all these mosquito plants. I call them my mosquito plants.
Yeah, they don't work.
And it doesn't deter them
Yeah,
anymore.
we got
than-
lemongrass back there and everything else everybody says works. It does not work. But I do not like putting DEET on me. So for your porch, the mosquito coals that you burn up, the basically incense, I think those work okay. The thermocells 100% work, but kind of expensive. You're constantly putting pads and stuff in them. But I guess it's
did
better than getting
try-
bit.
I saw that somebody used vanilla extract in
You mean
water.
sugar water?
And I could have swore the first night that we used it, I'm like, this stuff really works. But I think it was the second and the third time I
Yeah.
tried it. It was like, I don't
She was
really
super
know.
excited about that, and I'm over there getting bit, and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that's sugar water. That's attracting them. That vanilla stuff, that don't work. But essential oils does. You just gotta constantly keep putting it on. You do sweat it off. Let's see. Here's another one I was gonna catch right here. Mr. Larry says, I got my pilot's license last year and part 107 last month. It was probably pretty easy for you to get your 107 after getting your real pilot's license. Danny says, Tiffany says, can you make the font bigger? You're kind of, just say it, Tiffany, old. I got better vision than her. I actually have 2013, y'all. I can read this font just fine.
Well, I mean, and they don't have to be tit for tat.
Problem
You were
is,
just like,
well, the problem
pointing
is,
and
I was
looking
trying
down.
to find a specific comment. What drives me crazy about the comment section is I'm way behind y'all because I'm just slowly scrolling through and reading comments. Well, after a certain amount of comments load up the comment section, it shoots me to the bottom. So then I have to scroll back up, figure out where I was, try to find the comment I was going to read, or I just got to stay at the bottom and just read fast. I try to go back up and find some comments, and it doesn't work out as well as I would like for it to. Let's see what else we got going on here. Andrew turned 49, needs glasses. I do not. I don't hear very well, but I do have really good vision. That's one thing I always did. We used to have to get yearly physicals and tests up at the mill, and the nurse always told me I was in the top 15 people out of 600 or 800 that was working at the mill.
That was many, many, many years
ago. I could read the bottom line of the chart though with my left eye. Like not many people can do that. Yeah, I'm sure it's a little worse now. I've gotten older, but I still see just fine. Miss Lee, golly, thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Lee.
That is so kind and generous. She said, fencing fund, that is still a huge project that we've got to continue to work on. We want to fence this entire 10 acres in, which is not cheap, and we want to get some cows out there. So that's going to be a huge future project. That's part of what we've always dreamed about with the property, get some more animals here. We want to start harvesting our own cow every year. We need our
own meat for sure.
We do. Right now we buy a part of a cow with a couple, but we want to start really getting to where we can just butcher our whole full cow. One big cow a year, heck, that gives 600-800 pounds of meat. That'll take care of our beef for the year, and it'd be cool knowing that it come right off our property. We know what's in it. Yeah, that'd be great. That is something we're working on. Yes, thank you so much. Hammer says crow tacos. All right, you found one other thing we don't eat down here. No possums on bills. We don't eat crows. No, thank you. I've seen people do it. That ain't for me. No, thank you. Chris says he's almost 41 now. No, I ain't. Come on now. Don't rush me off to 41. I just got to 40.
Get closer.
I still got quite a few months. I know this year is flying by. Oh my goodness. He's 54. I know it. Larry, Mr. Larry, thank you so much. Goodness, y'all being generous. I've been so kind and generous tonight.
Whatever you need.
Wherever you need it, boy. Pay off the new truck fund. How about that? Thank you so much, Mr. Larry. We appreciate you. So Eric says, I can't do those essential oils. I break out in hives.
A lot of people do.
It does affect people. So you got to be careful with the essential oils, but luckily it doesn't bother me that much. Sharon says, those plants back there work if you're trying to attract mosquitoes. That's kind of how I felt about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't believe the hype of plant all those specialty plants and grasses and the mosquitoes will no longer be around. That's not true at all. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all been so kind and generous. Christine.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. Thank you so much. You've been on a roll tonight, and we do not expect this at all, y'all, but thank y'all so much. It says, enjoy this for whatever you need. Everything else, please use the Amazon link in the description. Awesome. Thank you for making me say that again. And also hit that thumbs up. We appreciate you so much, y'all.
So supportive. Thank you.
Y'all are the reason that we are able to do a lot of what we do. We do not take it for granted. I promise you we don't. It drives me mad with all the other channels I watch and how successful they are because of the people that watch them, and then never hear them give any feedback or credit to the people supporting them. I see that all the time, and it drives me mad. Like, those people need to remember the whole reason they're so successful and have the
Exactly.
lifestyle they have and as blessed as they are is because of y'all. Like, we don't take it for granted at all. We appreciate y'all so much. Do I have selective hearing? Asked Connie. I don't know. What'd you say? Yes, I do, especially for a spouse. But don't all husbands have that?
He does.
Alonzo said, been a while since I caught a live stream. Well, welcome,
Hello,
Alonzo.
hello.
We probably are about to jump off. We've been yakking over an
Yeah.
hour, but please go back and watch it if you'd like to. We typically do about the hour thing, but it's good to have you on here the few minutes we do have you.
Oh,
What you?
Vicks vapor rub. We might have to try that. I love the smell of Vicks.
I'm game for it. I
Except
mean,
for we'd
is
be
that
all
stuff?
greasy out here with
We
this.
already all greasy. We're spraying
Well,
oil
I
on us and
guess.
we're sweating in Florida. We're already greasy as me. As long as there ain't no chemical or nothing major in that stuff, because if I'm already avoiding DEET and everything else, I want to stay as natural as I can. I can't remember what's some Vicks vapor rub. I haven't used it since I was about 12 years old, laying in bed sick. Let's see what else we got. Chris says, I got to take off. Yeah, we're about to do the same as well,
Yeah.
Crystal. Thank you so much for always being our cheerleader.
Thank you, Crystal.
We appreciate you. And Marcia says, I think I said your name right. Yeah, Marcia. Kelleys, make your own insect repellents, all about the bugs in your area.
I have did that before, but it's just like these. You have to apply it every 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
And
you never did something with vodka or witch hazel, did you?
no, I used essential oils.
Yeah. Well,
I don't remember what I mixed in with it to dilute it, but
you did didn't you did like a vegetable or olive oil or something, right?
no. It had a carrier oil in it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Remember what it was.
Well, I don't
like
remember
grapeseed oil or something. Long time ago, I used
Well,
it.
if we do the vodka, I guess that'll get
Yeah.
the mosquitoes drunk and they'll just fall off and can't come back. So maybe we'll put that in there. That's kind of weird spraying that on us.
That's the only thing good for vodka. Cause
They don't. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. That is the only thing good for vodka. Ugh, can't stand that mess. All right, y'all. Well, yep. Hour and 6 minutes. We've yacked a little long. Y'all, appreciate y'all so much. Y'all been so kind and generous tonight. Thank y'all for hanging out. Sorry, no cooking. She had a long, crazy, busy day.
I cooked a lot today.
Yeah, she did.
I think 105 sliders.
Yep.
For a birthday party.
Y'all, she cooked sliders all morning long, and she makes the best sliders on the planet. And here we are on Carnival, and I had to look at 100 and something sliders in the kitchen.
And I had to sit there and make them, and I'm like,
smelling that bread baking, watching you make all that stuff for a couple hours, and I just had to sit and look, couldn't touch. I didn't cheat. I didn't have one, but
I didn't either.
I hated looking at all those delicious sliders and watching them go get loaded up in the car and out the door they went. I was like, oh boy. Well, I guess that's all part of being on a diet, isn't it? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Good night. God bless. Y'all take care. And we'll catch you. Yep, we'll catch you next Thursday. Even with it being a holiday weekend, or not Thursday, Sunday.
Like, what's going on Thursday?
A lot work.
Okay.
Going to be a crazy
Next
busy
Sunday.
week. But we'll definitely see y'all next Sunday. Y'all.
See, he's losing his memory too.
I am. Well, that I am. I'll admit that. That's because my mind's going 5,000 miles an hour. Y'all enjoy your holiday weekend whenever you're celebrating the day. A lot of people celebrate it early, not necessarily on Monday. Be safe. Y'all take care. Good night. God bless.
Good night.
Appreciate y'all so much. We'll see you.